Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Cardano ADA. So we do see a lot of potential behind Cardano. That's why we talk about it on this channel pretty much daily. So if you guys want to stay up to date with Cardano as well as so many other altcoins, make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video if you have not already. We do see a $53.7 billion market cap right now, and we're continuing to see that really grow. In the last 24 hours, like I said, we did see almost a 2% drop, but do remember Cardano in the last week is up 11%. In the last month it's up 31.89%. This is very, very uncommon for a lot of altcoins during this time. We've seen a massive drop, massive really crashes across the crypto market. So the fact that Cardano is still up, 31.89% shows that its growth is really just pushing against really the entire market. And that's exactly what you want to see. It shows that Cardano is very, very undervalued currently. With the market being down, it is kind of dragging Cardano down with it. And I will say, realistically, we see Cardano pushing very, very high price points by the end of the bull market. So we will be doing price predictions at the end of the video for June, July 2021 as well. So make sure to stick around for that as we jump through really some very, very bullish news for Cardano today. I do want to cover a lot of different things. So make sure to quickly, like I said, take advantage of this channel, subscribe to the channel, and let's move forward. So seeing Cardano, it's a great coin. We see this potential quite a bit on a lot of different altcoins recently with Polygon, Chainlink, so many great coins out there. But Cardano is special because of what it's doing right now already in Ethiopia, as well as so many other areas of industries. And I want to talk about that, like I said, in detail in a second. But if you guys don't know what Cardano is, let's cover that real quickly. Cardano is a blockchain platform built on a proof-of-stake consensus protocol that validates transactions without high energy costs. Development on Cardano uses the Haskell programming language, which is described as enabling Cardano to pursue evidence-based development for unparalleled security and stability. So jumping into really what we want to take a look at today, a couple different things. And we've talked about this one specifically already, but it's a big deal, and I want to talk about this one before we jump into some of the bigger bullish articles of today. So the first thing we take a look at is healthcare data on the blockchain. Obviously, this is continuing to improve. We continue to see this as a big deal. So top three solutions being, healthcare data on the blockchain. Patients and healthcare providers' data are really separated by a complex network of relationships stored in really siloed databases that can't really communicate with each other. So if we jump over to this article or this Medium, or I guess it's a forum post on Cardano.org, it talks about here some of the top reasons blockchain can improve health data management. And this is a big deal. You have to recognize that, Cardano isn't just fixing one or two problems. It's fixing a ton of different things with a ton of different solutions. So we're going to cover that, like I said, in a second. But the blockchain allows really health data and identity to be owned and controlled by the owner themselves. It also allows this data to be shared with third parties if the owner chooses really to do so. Since the owner, or I guess the user, is the owner of their data rather than the health providers or insurance companies, the blockchain can offer a system that incentivizes the users to share their private data with really clinicians and governments. This solution allows for distributed skills and talent registry of medical professionals to be accessed before, by companies looking to hire qualified people. So, realistically, this is a great move in the right direction for using the blockchain for health data. And I did kind of just do a brief overview there. There's a lot more to it. And they talk about how the blockchain is secure, obviously decentralized, instant verification of authenticity, time stamping difficult to hack, secure record of information, privacy using a digital identity, and obviously they talk a little bit more how Cardano can help with that. So I don't want to jump, like I said, too much into that because we already did talk about this in our last Cardano video, but let's jump into a few different, recent articles that have come out. So what Cardano is doing with Ethiopia could be done for all 450 million European citizens starting in 2022. This would be massive. And I think, pushing this kind of narrative out there is kind of, dangerous. A lot of people are going to start expecting this to take place. And do remember, guys, Cardano is currently working on so many different things. It's one step at a time. Just understand the process, understand that things take time, and that Cardano is doing a very great, we all know this. If you're a Cardano holder, Cardano is doing a great job so far. So we are continuing to see great progress, and, just understand that, by 2022, maybe pushing it, but I do think, this is going to continue to spread from Ethiopia to so many other, regions of the globe. So I'm excited to see what Cardano continues to do. We won't read too much into this one, but like I said, a lot of really a lot of potential behind this. Taking a look at the next one, we see invest in Cardano for its long-term growth. So a great article talking about long-term growth on Cardano is the investorplace.com. They have an article talking about big changes coming for Cardano. Investor rotation also points to higher prices. Despite volatility, Cardano is still a great altcoin, and that's really what they talk about in they just go into more detail. I do want to say I agree with all three of these points. I think Cardano is adding new features that really could help with the recovery from last month's crash. We know that these 90 days upcoming are going to be huge. We know smart contracts are here to Cardano very, very soon. With the September public release is going to be huge for Cardano as well. And a lot of people are just excited. So moving forward, we have why cryptocurrency investors are excited about Cardano. So already up 950% so far in 2021. This rising crypto is a serious challenger to Ethereum. If you go down, you can actually see the three reasons they give here why really cryptocurrency investors are excited about Cardano altogether. And I guess 5 reasons, not 3. So it's getting much smarter. So obviously soon implementing smart contracts functionality, which essentially means adding code that enables automated self-executing contracts. Smart contracts allow developers to build apps on top of let's reread that here. Smart contracts allow developers to build apps or dApps on top of blockchain platforms, such as Ethereum's enormously popular Uniswap decentralized exchange. So we do know about Cardano's ecosystem already getting massive. We continue to see more and more really projects jumping into Cardano's ecosystem and really banking on Cardano, making it mainstream and making it getting more popular across the markets. And I think that's definitely going to take place. We continue to see, like I said, Cardano grab some great projects. So Cardano can handle high demand as well. So Ethereum's blockchain can only handle a very limited number of transactions right now, around 15 per second, which has led to immense congestion on the network, obviously high gas fees. So Cardano can do much, much more than that. So it has been tested at up to 257 transactions per second, but Cardano developer input output is looking to, much faster tallies, so potentially as many as 1 million or more transactions per second. It's also environmentally friendlier too. So if you want to read more about this, it also talks more about the Cardano is peer reviewed, and it still feels very early, and it definitely is early. We're just not even done with 3, the third out of our 5 spots on the roadmap. We've finished obviously foundation and decentralization, but now we're on that smart contracts. We still have governance and scaling to be done, and we're far out from completely being finished with Cardano as a whole. And I think, that's actually the best part or best time to get in to Cardano is right now at this very, very cheap price point with this most recent dip, in the last 24 hours. I think, $1.68 is a great price point to jump in. So Cardano is still looking very, very solid. And a lot of people understand that. A lot of investors are starting to see that. And that's exactly why this market cap is continuing to rise now at 53.7 billion. And like I said, rising. Taking a look at a few more things. Actually, one more thing I want to take a look at is just 500,000 Cardanians on Reddit. So that's a lot of people starting to support Cardano. I guess I should just say Cardano on Reddit. A lot of people following this project. Over 665K followers on Twitter as we get closer to 1 million. And I think, one big thing is a lot of people don't know what Cardano really is yet. A lot of people just hear bad things and they jump away because of maybe things are taking too long in some people's opinion. But realistically, we saw ETH being worked on for, they thought something would take, they thought it would take 1 year, but it actually took 6 years. And Vitalik actually talked about that recently if you've listened to those videos on Ethereum. But, it's crazy to see people actually complain about Cardano's progress. It's actually much faster than a lot of people would expect. I do think Cardano is doing a great job. So jumping into price predictions now for June, July, and 2021, we do see a lot of potential. And I see that 2.34% decrease in the last 24 hours is giving us a great entry point. We actually dropped down to $1.65, and I think we're going to float around $1.65 to $1.75 for the upcoming, hours or, even maybe days. Cardano specifically is going to continue on this, in my opinion, a sideways / uptrend, a very, very slow moving uptrend for the next couple of months. I think by the end of July, we could start to see things, get out of this accumulation or manipulation period. We've been in this manipulation or FUD period for, maybe a month now. If we take a look at the last year, or I guess we go take a look at the last month, we did see Cardano pushing to its all-time high May 15th. So it hasn't been even quite a month, obviously, but, it just seems like it's been a while, and I'm sure it feels like that for you guys as well. But really since, May 19th. So it's been about 14 days from a month. So about half a month we've been in this, or I guess 2 to 3 weeks probably. We've been in this really upsetting manipulation FUD stage, and I think we're going to take 2 or 3 more months potentially to get out of this. And I think by the end of July, we may see some coins start to break out, and I think Cardano specifically will by the end of July. So my price prediction starting out with June is going to be Cardano reaching right around that $2 price point. I think it's very, very, a very, very high potential to see Cardano reaching above $2 by the end of June. Do remember, guys, I always keep very, very conservative price predictions because I do want to, keep away from those 100x potentials. Those videos are just terrible, talking about 100x, so thumbnails that, say 1000x on Cardano, I don't even click on, because obviously everybody here knows Cardano's not doing a 1000x in the next year. I mean, it could do, potentially a 10x or a 15x even, but 1000x, not going to happen. I do think, Cardano is going to continue to do very well, like I said, above $2 by the end of June. By the end of July, I do think we are going to continue to push very close to our previous all-time high of 246, May 15th at 8 p.m. I think we could see a 225 to about a 275 Cardano by the end of July. By the end of 2021, I do think, Cardano has what it takes to continually push around that $8 to $12 price point by the end of the bull market or the end of really this year in general. So I think Cardano has a lot left in the tank. A lot of people very, very excited about the potential and really where we could see Cardano going in the upcoming months ahead and years ahead. So this is a long-term project. We know it's not going to be over in 6 months. It's not going to be done and over with. It's a project that's going to continue to make a lot of lives easier, a lot of things easier, and that's exactly what Cardano is shooting for and why they're continued to be one of the most valued coins in the crypto space. If we go to the prices right now, they are right below Binance BNB. Binance BNB is actually doing great in the last 24 hours with a 2% increase during this entire spike, or I guess this entire drop. But 53.7 billion. Market cap right behind Binance BNB at 60.9 billion. So we're not too far away. We're at the top 5 right now for cryptocurrencies. So we'll continue to see that market cap rise, in my opinion, and we'll continue to keep you guys up to date. So make sure to, like I said, quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video to stay up to date with price predictions, as well as crypto information and news about every altcoin, specifically Cardano. So thank you guys again. I'll see you all in the next one.